Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It's the time you have all been waiting for, the finale, the final lap in the race, the final G-rank fight of that game you played before the new one comes out. Maybe. Welcome back. Obviously it's your boy Zell here. We're back again with a tier list video, the final flagship video. We don't actually have that many left. We don't actually have that. Well, technically we do when you bring in the abundance or the addition of a different variants in themes. The arc, it's either arc or arch-tempered themes with Velkhana and the BloodBath Diablos, which we're going to be reacting to both of them here right now. Enjoy. Before we get this video started, I do want to give a very special shout out to obviously two people, one of which you will know of from previous videos that I have mentioned. The other you may not know of me shouting out before, because I don't think I have, but they have made themselves very relevant in the comment section. So first and foremost, I want to give obviously a high props to Mr. Soul Creek, who was amazing on the original Google Doc that we had, that gave me is still going to give me all the location themes, which is great for a tier list in the future, and gave a lot of different themes regarding villages. Okay, so his doc, perfect for villages, really great. And some of the flagships even. And the second shout out I want to give is to Galaxy Knights. You would have seen them obviously in the comments section. Crazy work being done by this person. I mean, holy hell. They have made a doc for me regarding two videos we have planned. Obviously this one going with the flagships. Obviously, look at this, 22 pages of flagships. This does include Frontier as well, along with the links, some history, some bios about the different monsters, pictures, artwork. It's incredible. It really is. And we're going to talk about Frontier at the end of this video, so do stay tuned for that. And he's also made, or he or she, sorry, I don't know, the Black Dragon tier list as well. They've made that as well, which will be coming out in the future. And hell, they might be even working on a tier list, well, a Google Doc for all of the monsters, including every game's themes, every game's themes. Maybe it was a huge ask, so I apologize for asking it of you, Galaxy Knight, but if you can provide it, holy hell. But yeah, just want to say obviously thank you, because this does make my life a lot easier. It means the ones that I'm clicking on are the ones, right? These are the ones I'm reacting to, so perfect. Alright, so let's get straight into this. I think this is currently how the tier list is looking. So a lot of you guys did actually agree with the previous tier, bar Gammoth. Gammoth, there seemed to be some disagreement. Not in a good or bad way. The disagreement came from a lot of you thinking he should be higher, or she should be higher, sorry. A few of you saying she should be lower. She really isn't that good. Some of you even went to Great Jagras tier for Gammoth, which was fine. You're entitled to your opinion. They're slightly harsh, but you're entitled to it. But everyone else kind of agreeable, apart from Astalos, or Astalos, or Astalo. I'm going to say Astalos. As I said, high Shara Ishvalda Dragon tier. Okay, high, like it's up there, right? It's just not enough to be Black Dragon tier. Mizitsune, Zinogre, Glavenus and Valstrax stood out for their own reasons, but I feel like we're about to take it up a notch towards the finale of this. Now, we are going to be using Galaxy Knight's doc for the finale, for the differences. My headphones just turned off, bear with me. I need to be able to listen. To the tunes. They have, as I said, put loads of information on here. I'm going to go back to the page each time before I click on the links. Feel free to pause the video and read through all of the data, all of the history, all of the little side notes and descriptions of these monsters if you want to do so. I'm not going to read it all out. understand why we'll be here all day, but I am going to read it all in my own time and obviously digest it all. I suggest you guys do the same because there's a lot of work put into this, and yet it really is great. Really is great. Right. Quick disclaimer before we start. It's New Year's Day, technically. It's 1 AM. So we've just celebrated New Year's. Woo! And already by now you've seen the New Year's Eve or New Year's Happy New Year video that I made with a trailer. I hope you liked it. I'm sure you did. Which is all quite cool. I have a cold, or possibly COVID. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. I've taken 2 tests over the last 2 days. They both come out negative. I kind of believe it. I kind of don't. My throat kills. I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. I'm short of breath. I'm coughing a lot. So I apologise if my voice isn't where it should be. I really do. But we need to do this. We need to bring this out to you. Right. So, our first one up is the BloodBath Diablos. That is the first one. Because, yeah, I stopped at Valstrax, right? And this is from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So, BloodBath Diablos. 2 themes. 2 themes. They have a Phase 1, a Furious Rampage, and Phase 2, the Massacring Tyrant of the Desert. Now, I'm not going to list these themes separately, so I'm not going to rank him on both themes separately. It's going to be as a whole. So if one of his themes is, say, Black Dragon tier, and the other one is Great Jagras tier, he's going to be in the middle. Okay, he's going to be in the middle. So we're going to kind of do it like that. This is a Furious Rampage theme. This is Phase 1. By the way, dude, the work in this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. After Diablo's theme, let's get straight into it. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of you guys want me to react to his fight as well, which we are going to do. We are going to do. Let's start this. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yes, okay. Not bad. I actually enjoy the lack of pace in that one. It felt very slow, very sort of encumbersome. Which kind of is Diablos, right? Like, yes, he has his charge ability, and I imagine this BloodBath Diablos is absolutely ruthless. From the doc and from what you guys have said in the comments, he is drenched in the blood of previous opponents, previous things that have gotten in his way, whether that be hunters, elder dragons, monsters, who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe the old moss swine, depending on if it went into that area accidentally. But very good theme, very powerful theme. It does a lot to give power to it. It is a very power driven theme, I feel, which BloodBath Diablos is obviously a very powerful beastie. He really is. Actually no, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to tell you just yet, because I think we do need to listen to the Massacring Tyrant of the Desert, which is Phase 2 on here. So yeah, let's listen to that. Let's see what that sounds like. and then we will rate accordingly. Okay, then we will rate accordingly. Alright, everybody ready? Let's go. Ooh. That was... I don't know, it had similarities to the beginning. I like the fact that the beginning, the first one, phase 1, is just full power. It's all about power. Things aren't really serious. It knows it's going to destroy you. Now, I kind of get the feeling you've dealt some damage. You've dealt some damage here. Things are heating up now. There's a bit more urgency to the battle, which of course in any additional phase after 1 that is always going to be the case, but I especially liked the violence between the drum beats from here. Where is it? There. Okay, let's go back there. Let's go back. I think it's about 35, 34. So it's almost as if like someone's hitting the drum with so much ferocity, but almost as if anything gets in the way, it doesn't matter. This drum is still going to beat, and that is a perfect analogy for a Diablos. Anything gets in the way of this thing, it's getting gored. It's getting a high dose of death, okay? This thing is powerful with a huge fucking horn, right? It's seen its fair share of battle. It's soaked in the blood of battle. And this drum really sells it. Ready? I suggest you turn it up. Here. I missed it. Oh. And there's actually... It feels like there's like... Yeah, it almost feels like you have 3 phases of the drum. Okay, forgetting the battle, forgetting anything like that, but in my head, phases of the drum, right? So, just see if you know what I mean. So the first 2 phases of the drum beat are very... still intense, but they are not what the final one is. The final one is complete violence overload, and I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but just see if you know what I mean. Just bear with me. Every time I put a finger down is my mind transitioning to the next drum beat. Okay, I'm gonna hold them there like that. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Four then. We'll take 4. But did you hear that last bit? That last bit? Ooh. Ooh, BloodBath Diablos, you are gonna be... I don't know, are you tricky? You're tricky in my head. You are, because you're good. But I feel like we're just giving away Black Dragon tears here. I don't know if I can. Can I? Maybe. Maybe I can. Oh, I have no choice. So honestly, Black Dragon tier all day long. Fatalis Black Dragon tier all day long. The BloodBath Diablos theme is insane. Really, really good. Really, really good. And it's with that yeah, it takes the Black Dragon tier list. I mean, the first theme was all about power. The second theme somehow is still all about power, but much more urgent. There's an urgency to finish this battle. Yeah, it brings on a whole new level of violence, bloodlust, and just, as Galaxy says in the dark, willpower. And that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, where he is on this list doesn't really matter. Okay, these two, Mizitsune and Zinogre, are, fighting for the top here. There really is no one above. Maybe Mizitsune slightly. These are just up here. BloodBath. Yeah, take your place among the pack. I mean, good God. Crazy. Crazy. And I expect a flagship, really, for a flagship, I kind of expect all of them to get Fatalis Black Dragon tier because they're all flagships, right? Hasn't been the case. Hasn't been the case, and some surprising ones on here that haven't met it. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's get straight on to the next one then. So the one after this is Monster Hunter World. This is Nergigante. I've had my own blows with Nergigante. If you're not aware, I have now started a Monster Hunter World playthrough. You should check it out. Link is there. It's very good, at least in my opinion. Everyone else can back me up. Alright. I feel like I heard a little bit of this theme whilst on the back of Zora Magnaros, unless it's different when you come to face him or fight him, which I haven't done just yet. And everyone who is quite strict on spoilers, don't worry about spoilers. As I said as a disclaimer at the beginning of this entire tier list, when I'm in a fight, I'm not necessarily listening to the theme. So, hearing it, just the theme, perfect. Absolutely perfect. One that I actually wasn't aware of, or one that I actually hadn't taken into consideration. I probably should have. Not sure why it didn't come up. But obviously it's on the dock, so we got to react to it. It is the Stories 2 Dark Rays. I'm going to say Razewing, but it could be Razorwing Rathalos. The flagship is technically Razewing Rathalos, so the story moment you fight Ratha when he's turned against you is arguably the flagship theme here. Okay. So, once again, feel free to obviously pause the video if you want to read through the lore, the description here. Obviously, Galaxy's done a good job, so definitely check it out if you want to. Otherwise, we're going to go straight into it. I have added a little Ratha here. Hopefully, that does it justice. Not sure what to expect on this, honestly. More of a childish theme. And it's a risky word, right? I mean, it's a bit of a difficult word, childish, because what does that mean? But I think given the look of of Stories, maybe it's just me being an old man, but when I look at Stories, I see the colours, the character models, and the way the monsters are presented to be more aimed at maybe a younger audience. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean fans of the franchise can't play it. Of course they can. But I feel like it's aimed at a younger generation to get them on board earlier rather than later. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I feel as if the theme isn't going to be as violent or as powerful as a lot of the other themes on this list. I'm going into it thinking this is going to be the weakest right off the bat. At the same time, it's a game that opens up to a whole new audience. Could be the most impressive. Okay. I mean... Okay, so I wasn't expecting that straight off the bat, especially not for a stories game. Kind of shot myself in the foot with the intro to that one, but I stand by it. I thought it was going to be not as intense. That was very intense. That was very intense. God. See, I'm tempted to give... I don't know, man. I want to give it... I'm looking too far into this theme. I'm looking too far into the origins of this theme, right? And I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. And that won't make much sense to you just yet, but let me try and explain. I like the Aztec-y feel to it, right? It does have that feel of Aztec statues, temples, that older side of it, which I believe Ratha is. He's meant to be the oldest Rathalos or something, right? I'm not educated on stories, so forgive me if I mess this up. But there is a lot to do with the magical side of it, or kinship, and I'm going to say runes, but it's probably not runes, and temples and Aztec stuff. Okay, maybe the fact it's a Rathalos is what's holding me back, and it shouldn't. I'm going to have to give it its props. I think the only issue with that theme is, and I don't know if it's possible to be too much, and no, I don't think it is possible to be too much. At least not with this one. Ratha, you can have your spotlight. Fatalis Black Dragon tier again. This episode is already going to be a good one by the looks of it. Fuck me, I'm already 33 minutes in the recording. Obviously, I'm going to edit it down, but holy hell. Yeah, no, 100% Fatalis Black Dragon tier. It did stuff differently. There was changes in the way that flowed. It was mind-boggling. I mean, it was intense. It was violent. It was everything I would expect from a normal flagship theme, yet alone a stories theme, where I felt they would have brought it back a bit. Clearly they went all guns firing on it, which I love. So yeah, 100% Fatalis Black Dragon tier. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. That is going to be an interesting one, because it's different. But let me know. I'd love to see what you guys think. Okay, so now we are jumping into Nergigante, obviously the flagship of Monster Hunter World, a more recent release prior to Rise and Iceborne, so maybe not that recent, but it still feels quite recent to me. This is going to be good. This is going to be very good to see and listen to, because as I say, I feel like I've heard Nergigante on the back of Zora Magnaros. Possibly. Now we've got two themes here. We've got the base, the Even Elder Dragons Tremble theme, which already sounds like it's going to be good, right? The Arch-Tempered World's End theme. Both sound pretty shockingly scary, right? Both sound like they should deliver. Let's jump straight into the first one then. So this is the just a standard theme for Nergigante, and then we will do the Arch-Tempered theme. Let's get straight into it. Oh, well, there's some nice looking art as well. Props to whoever's channel this is. Okay. It is the exact one on the back of Zorah Magnaros, which we heard a little bit of. We heard a little bit of already, but it would be good to hear about all the crappy Zorah Magnaros mechanics. Ooh. Before I say anything, let me listen to the Arch-Tempered theme, because this might, you know. Hold on. I said hold on. There is no way that has just incorporated Stars That Are Back for Monster Hunter World on the Arch-Tempered Nergigante theme. Because if it has done that, I don't think I'm mentally prepared. Because I really like Stars That Are Back. I think it's a really nice free-flowing theme. I hum it a lot during our gameplay sessions. I am not prepared for this to be Stars That Are Back. And the couple of seconds there, could have sworn there was a bit of Stars That Are Back. I'll rewind this. And if it is what I think it is, I'm a freak out. More than I have done already. If it isn't, I'm gonna now be disappointed. But I'm sure, I am sure I heard Stars That Are Back. This is insane. This is insane. Listen. Okay, listen. I need to go back. Where is it? I am speechless, and I'll be honest with you. The first variant, even Elder Dragons Tremble, . wasn't great. In fact, fairly weak, I would say. I am almost tempted to have its own tier. That's how good it was. It's not going to get its own tier because it's too much work. So, it's going to go top. It's going to go top Fatalis Black Dragon tier, and I mean top. Okay. These might as well be no, that's too harsh. That's too harsh. They are all very good for their own reasons, but this, the fact that the second theme, the Arch-Tempered theme, was so... I'll be honest, the first one was probably looking Great Jagras or Rathalos, and I'll tell you why. Maybe I've been influenced slightly. Maybe I've been influenced slightly by the Zora Magnaros mechanic, but it kind of felt like a Zora Magnaros theme. It felt very close to that. I could see that in my head. It was playing too much towards the fact of incorporating Nergigante on the back of Zora Magnaros, and I could feel that. The Arch-Tempered theme, however, yes, wasn't looking so good at the beginning. It was a bit more bassy, a bit more drums, some added instruments, and then you had the standard theme in the background. And then it added magic. Magic. It added an ancient potion. Let's say now. It added an ancient potion to the mix, and the rest is history. Ladies and gentlemen, Fatalis Black Dragon tier, Nergigante. I'm tempted to change my ringtone again. Currently, it is this. Mizitsu. I'm tempted to change it again. Mind you, could you imagine how long I'd have to keep my phone ringing? Oh, why could I not get through to you for 2 minutes? I was waiting for the drop. That's what I was waiting for Stars at Our Back. If you can't, your call isn't as important as Stars at Our Back. Oh, but Grandma's in hospital. Yeah, I know, but Stars at Our Back. Anyway. Let's just all give us a minute to settle down here. I'll take a deep breath with me. Okay, just in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Alright, we're back. We're back. Let's get past that. Oh, Christ. Is this going to be similar? So this is good, because now I technically don't have anything to go by. I assume a lot of the Iceborne themes are different to world. I imagine they're completely overhauled, they're completely different to the world themes, and that's good. They should be. They should be. Because if Velkhana tries to do a similar thing as what Nergigante did, I feel like it's going to be overused, and actually that might be a detriment to Nergigante as well. But we've got 3 themes. So we got the Phase 1 theme, A Glance Upon Frozen Royalty. We then have a main theme, Splendiferous Silver Sovereign. And then we have the Arch-Tempered theme, the Iceborne Finale. Okay. Let's go. Are we ready? So this is Phase 1. As I say, I'm going to rate this as Velkhana. All themes as Velkhana. I don't care if it's, one's terrible, one's great. It'll just level it out. Bar Nergigante, because the second theme. We're past that now, guys. We're past it now, don't. This link actually goes directly towards the fight itself, and I don't want to see the Velkhana fight because obviously we're playing World. So I'm going to play it, have my face full screen, but also minimize my screen. And actually, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm literally going to look at you, play the video, and try and get back to the tier list very quickly. Let's just make sure I do that. There we go. The piano. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. There's almost a feel of a dance there, right? I don't know how Velkhana plays or really what she looks like, bar this picture here, and possibly the trailers we've reacted to. I know obviously it's Iceborne. She's looks kind of icy. She has some icy moves, right? She's bound to. That, however, was like a ballet. It really was. It was like a really good ballet. Now, bearing in mind Nergigante's theme, the Arch-Tempered one took the base theme and accelerated it by 1000%. I don't know if the Arch-Tempered Velkhana is going to do that. Either way, we now have the main theme. So this is Splendiferous Silver Sovereign. Again, just in case there is any risk of it going to the video, very simply, I'm going to click on the link and then divert back to the tier list page for everybody involved. Mostly me though, because I'm sure. Okay. Alright, I can see what it's trying to do. And without even looking at the title, where obviously it's Splendiferous Silver... What was it? Splendiferous Silver Sovereign. Yeah, it definitely feels like that. It feels royal, regal, sovereign. 100%. Very royal. And obviously I'm from the UK, so you know, we have the Queen and royals, and culture is royals and royals. So that was royal. That was pretty damn royal. I'll be honest, pretty damn royal. I think I heard a little bit of the Iceborne theme, which I have heard from the Iceborne trailers. That's sort of do 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 do. Doing a terrible job. Don't laugh at me, but I'm trying. Do 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 do. That one. All right, that's the one. Okay, now I had actually forgot that existed. The Iceborne theme. I forgot Iceborne had its own theme, or even what it sounded like until I heard that second battle. It's still. I don't know. I feel like it's very posh. It's well mannered. if this theme was a guy on the dance floor waltzing in to steal my girl, it would. Quite easily. But what is the Arch-Tempered theme going to do to those two? I don't know. And if this does something to the Iceborne theme as well, I mean, we might have to just... I don't even know what I'm going to do here. Let's go. Again, if I swear to God, if this... Okay, this doesn't. Thank God. Is this it? Oh, it's trying. It is, it's trying. It just needs to give me a little bit more. I don't think it's got it in it. I don't think it can. Oh. By the way, perfect art here. Like, this fight definitely feels like, because of the whole royal side around it, definitely should be done with a polearm. A jousting polearm. Yeah, 100%. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me just listen to this middle one again. I'm not connected to the internet. Seems unlikely. Hold on. I mean, I don't actually know what to do, because it's weird, right? Because recording doesn't require any internet. YouTube does. So, what am I meant to do here? Do I just stop filming and make the rest in the morning? I think that's what I do, right? Because it's 2 AM now, on the 1st of the 1st. Happy New Year, everyone. Obviously it's going through an update, or it's down because New Year's thrown it all out. But I think Velkhana is worth jumping back into. I will need to listen to the middle one again before I make a decision. Okay. If it doesn't come up imminently, I'll record the rest in the morning. For you, it'll be a couple of seconds. See you in the morning. Okay. 24 hours later, we have internet. So let's continue. Velkhana. I said I was going to listen to the middle one again. So let me listen to this one again. This is the, yeah, this is the royal one, isn't it? Maybe that's not the one I should be listening to again. I like what it's doing differently. I like the fact it's bringing in... I like the fact it's bringing in the piano. That icy feel. Really regal ballet. It's a dance. Ice skating almost. And for an ice monster it fits. But it's not Fatalis Black Dragon Tia. And I'll be honest, I don't know if it's High Elder Dragon. I think I'm being too harsh. I do like it. I really like it. It's not as strong as Nergigante, Mizitsune, Xenoga, Glavenus, Valstrax, BloodBath Diablos, and Ratha. So, I'm going to put it in Showerish folder. But it is a high Showerish folder, okay? It's going to overtake Astalos, alright? Because I do think it's almost there, and it's controversial because it sounds so different to what we're used to. It has the bells. Yeah, I think there were some bells actually. The piano in there is beautiful. I really get a slow waltz or regal dance, sovereign, royal, everything that the titles of the name suggests. I get that. The look of the Eldragon, I get that as well. I don't know. But then, should it need to be intense, violent and crazy in order to be a good theme? Not really. It was a good one. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Right. There's going to be room for movement. Okay, I'm not finished with Velkhana. I'm going to come back to it. Because I just, at this moment, I'm confused. I don't know. Because it could be Fatalis Black Dragon. Alright, let's listen to, I think, the last one. Yes, the last, what kind of the last one. So this is for Rise, Monster Hunter Rise, as far as I am aware. The flagship for that, it is Magnamalo, okay? Again, feel free to pause this, read through the lore, the detail. It's what it's there for. Magnamalo has always come across to me very impressive. Okay, he very much comes to me looking like a piece of Asian armor, dragon armor, or some kind of emperor's armor, which I think that's what it's meant to give, really. It's meant to give that look, you know, prowess in combat, in charge of really every other monster, technically, during the rampage, right? And it has that look of ferocity with it. So let's listen to this. So this is called the Barbarous Beast. I'm expecting this to be a higher... Oh, we might have heard a little bit of this. We have. I think this theme begins to play on the intros or the ecologies for the Rise monsters, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's a rendition of it. But either way, let's go. It's impressive looking. Of course, we might have some vocals. A bit lackluster. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That wasn't anything like what I thought it would be. It started off okay, but then, yeah, very weak. Very weak. No, I mean, I think for Magnamalo, guys, I'm actually going to have to put him in Grey Jagras tier. I am, and that might be hard for you guys to take, I'm gonna be honest. It's slightly hard for me to take. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but it was very... I don't know, it kind of just didn't match Magnamalo at all, at least to me. And it wasn't very hard-hitting. Like the Velkhana one still did a great job at being quite, you know, hard-hitting. But Magnamalo? Very weak. Very weak. I will say, in Magnamalo's defense, he's kind of here. Not that that gets any better for him. I mean, he is between Rathalos and Great Jagras. But if I had to choose between the two, he has to be our first one in Great Jagras. That was not good at all, even with the adding of a little bit of vocal. It was pretty shit. Which is a shame. I would have thought that would have been a lot better than it was. But oh well, we move on. We move on. So, this is the last one in this flagship video, guys. This all comes down to this. Now, technically, it all came down to Magnamalo, because we probably haven't got a theme for this. But this is Rise Sunbreak. Okay. The flagship we believe to be Malzeno, or Malzeno, however you say it. I will read this verbatim. So, is a vampiric blood-sucking elder dragon to represent Sunbreak. Little to nothing is known besides the fact that it may use Dragonblight and it attacks to drain blood from monsters such as Rathalos that venture into its domain. Now I imagine the link you put on here, Galaxy, is going to be to the trailer. It isn't. You managed somehow to get some kind of thing. This could be it. It could not be. So let's take it with a pinch of salt. It's got a similar time frame to what a lot of the themes are before they loop. So that makes sense, but let's listen to it. Let's see what we think, and we'll just go off of this. Completely aware it might change in the future, but hey, I never said this series may end. We may come back to it. So. Okay. Interesting. It does give up, especially, where is it? Yeah, let's just pause it there. If we were to think that, obviously, or we know that Malzeno is going to be a parasite, a vampire, taking off blood from other monsters, probably siphoning it off the hunter as well, who knows. If you think of a vampiric house, maybe a vampiric castle, maybe the thing you're thinking of currently is the Skyrim vampiric castle, and you think of that great hall, and all the vampires are there. And if you were to think of a theme that perfectly resembles Count Dracula and a covenant of vampires, I want you to listen to this. Just before that bit, right? Doesn't it? It sounds like it belongs. Obviously, the Count Dracula music goes down in history. It is what it is. I'm not going to play it because the video I'm thinking of is called Toccata and Fugi in D minor. Or just YouTube Count Dracula music, and it will be the one with, it says in brackets, best version ever. I'll try and link it if I can. I'm not going to play it because it will demonetize this. And I don't want that. So, but listen to that, then come back to this, and I'll play it again. Yeah? Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it could lose some of the drums, so it's not going to be Black Dragon tier. I think we can rate this though, if it is it, and it sounds like it could be. It sounds like it could be. It matches that vampiric tone, so even if it's only an early rendition for it, at least we have a taste. Now it's not going to reach Black Dragon tier. I am going to put it in sort of middle to low high Elder Dragon tier, Shara Boulder tier, because it done the job. It done the job. It done exactly what it said in the tin. It was a very good theme. I liked it. I liked it, and it did do a good job of bringing over that vampiric feel to the theme, which ultimately is what it comes down to, right? It needs to match the monster, which Magnamalo's didn't. The Rathalos, not really. Kashala, Daora, no. You know, the Furious Raging tier, you've got Tigrex, it was okay. Legiacrus? I can't even remember it. Steve? I think that's Steve. Is it Steve? I'm pretty sure that's Steve. Gammoth, we have our conflicting opinions, right? The rest of these I agree on perfectly. I'm going to try and get the names right for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but obviously Gormagala, Brachydios, Malzeno, Nargacuga, Astalos, Velkhana's he's on the fence. Ratha, BloodBath Diablos, Valstrax, Glavenus, Zinogre, Mizitsune, and then Nergigante taking the cake. I feel like we owe it to Velkhana to at least attempt to change my mind on this. I'm going to listen one more time, or to all three, only about a minute. You know what? I've already decided on that one. Because all the others are they're similar. Let's be honest, they're similar. There's certain changes, but they're similar. Velkhana has to go Black Dragon tier. Okay. Middle. I'll tell you why. I'm yet to play Iceborne, but I'm sure when I get into it, there's going to be this whole repelling mechanic like we have with Nergigante. And then it comes to the final waltz, the final dance, right? And I like the way it's done that. I like the way it's also the only theme to have a proper piano in there, bar maybe some of the other monster themes, or the original themes that we'll get into. We are going to do a mega series tier list on that. But yeah, Velkhana definitely deserves Black Dragon tier because it does something different to the franchise. Right? Adding that piano, adding that ballet feel to it, that dance, the royal side of it, the ice, all of it is perfect. It all does match perfectly. And I'm wrong in thinking that it has to be an intense, violent, crazy theme in order for it to make Black Dragon tier. It doesn't. And actually I'm looking forward to fighting that monster with that theme. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, because that would be very, very cool. Right, guys? There we are. That is the tier list all lined up and ready for you. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Now, before you go, I do want to touch on something. And this is an argument that will go through the ages of the franchise, okay? And by me saying this, I don't want to see anyone arguing with each other in the comments, okay? Your opinions are your opinions, alright? Some people love what's seen as the standard Monster Hunter franchise, okay? Frontier and anything associated to Frontier is its own thing. Okay, now I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but that is the notion that I have seen. Some people agree, some people disagree, that they're two separate things. Now, in a sense, I do agree that the old world and that part of Monster Hunter, these monsters here, and the others all the way up until, I guess, Frontier and some of those games, are almost seen as like Warhammer. Okay, Warhammer Old World, and then Frontier is Warhammer 40,000. Yeah, you see where I'm going with that? Now, you will see that obviously on Galaxy's dock, we have over 20 pages, sorry, just under 20 pages of Frontier flagships. Now, I made the decision not to include them on this video, and for good reason. I feel it is unfair to put Frontier up against the rest. I just do. I do feel it is unfair because supposedly the soundtrack is better in Frontier by a long shot. Maybe controversial, who knows. However, I don't want to bring out videos to you guys which have both sides of those communities at each other's necks. So I really implore you not to do that in the comments, okay? If I see anything that I just don't agree with, I'll, you know, feel free to have your opinion, but if I have reply after reply after reply to every message that you guys are sending to each other, and it's getting more and more aggressive about the franchises, I'm taking them off. It's, you know, we don't need it here, right? But yeah, I made the decision not to include Frontier in the flagships because I feel Frontier should have its own series, its own videos, okay? And the reason for that is so the people that don't necessarily get on with Frontier and don't like Frontier don't have to watch them. Equally, if you love Frontier or you love the whole series entirely and see it as an entire franchise, an entire series that all comes together, then watch them. It's completely up to you. But I will not force anyone that doesn't want to watch them to watch them. That's where I stand on it. And I just wanted to make that clear because I love the franchise. I love Monster Hunter. I love you guys as a Monster Hunter community as well. The only exception to that rule is the Black Dragon tier list that I am doing. That will include Frontier and every Black Dragon. Okay, in one tier list. So be prepared for that. But the flagships for Frontier will be separate. When we do the Mega Series with all of the monsters, probably going to do it separate as well. So we'll have a Mega Series of just all the standard monsters, the flagships, maybe the Black Dragons, depending on how. It's going to be a mammoth task, so don't expect it anytime soon, but we're going to try and get it. Obviously, that's going to include Keizu, which I'm looking forward to listening to. And then we're going to have the Frontier side. Okay? Maybe somewhere down the line it will be cool to pit them against each other. Let me know in the comments, but I have heard strong fors and against both arguments. So I'm not going to name any names, but I've had, you know, people really wanting me to get Frontier in with the others, and I've had people say absolutely not, Frontier doesn't belong with the others, and that's your opinions. I've made the choice not to include Frontier. They'll have their separate video. Can't see there being any arguments about that. And as I say, guys, I love you all. You all should love each other as well. You're all part of a Monster Hunter community. Please don't go mad in the comments about these two franchises. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There is a lot more to come. Nergigante's Arch-Tempered theme, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let me know what you think of the comments, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. And obviously the next tier list will bring out maybe a locations tier list or maybe the Black Dragons tier list. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll leave Black Dragons till later on. Maybe we need to get a few of the standard monsters out. I am looking forward to Keizu after all. But thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Love you. Looking forward to the comments. Just keep them friendly. Take care and bye-bye.